Honey, I'm home. Hey, don't scare the kiddo. She hates loud noises, remember? Well, if knocking on the front door is too much, I don't exactly have many good options now, do I? Then tell me what's worse, losing it over me coming through the window or breaking down the door. Because if that's the hill you're going to die on, you need to pick your poison. All I'm saying is that a spare key would solve every one of your problems. Even after everything I've done to get on your good side, is it so hard to imagine that I wouldn't come in for nefarious purposes? I can't steal your first kiss, or your first time, when you gave those up willingly. And there's nothing in here I can't easily nab without having to resort to ransoms. So, try again. Well, I don't know what your definition of nefarious is when the line between your kinks and outright violence is microscopic. You know, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if you were asking for forced entry. You don't have to lie. No one in your life is going to care what you're into. Except me. For obvious reasons. I hate to say this, but no one else is going to actively pursue the picky single mom who likes it rough. And honestly, that's better for me. Come on. You get what you want, and I'm the perfect deterrent for awful people who want to cause trouble for you and the kiddo. Oh, if you don't want me around, I guess I'll just keep all those groceries that you asked me to get for you. That's perfectly fine by me. There's a few targets with kids who probably appreciate the donation. You can't have it both ways, Mama. I'm not a free delivery service. I take kisses and I love yous as payment, by the way. Whichever is more sincere. I was kind of hoping for an I love you that time. But that was serviceable. Well, I know you love my money, at least. It probably helps you sleep better at night, knowing you're not drowning in debt from all those expenses. Baby formula doesn't come cheap, you know. This stuff cost me a day's worth of honest work. Yeah, and you wonder why some of us prefer alternate methods of procurement. Well, maybe your old buddies would be a lot more productive as heroes if they spent their time trying to one-up me instead of wasting their time stopping shoplifters from feeding their families, just so they can meet their quotas. They have plenty of time to work on themselves. I've been a good boy recently, and I plan to keep it that way for a while. Of course, I actually paid for this formula with my own money, I got the good stuff too. Okay, what did I do wrong this time? Because I'm gonna start thinking you're just coming up with excuses to start fights with me. And there's only so many times a day we can do this whole bed wrestling thing. Fine. Whatever. What's your deal then? Really? Do I have to be the one to burst your bubble about brand name things? Oh, I know the formulas are different. Believe me, I probably have more intimate knowledge of them than a fourth-time mother does at this point. And wouldn't you believe me if I told you that babies tend to like the taste of this one better than the one you asked me to get? Why does it matter how expensive it is? You're not the one paying for it. Well, my daughter is bound to have expensive tastes. It's in her blood. If she wants to keep a luxurious lifestyle, she has the perfect role model for it. You know what I'd say to that? You probably should prevent a nice young man from having some electrifying romantic experience that you had. So let your daughter have some fun. Well, regardless of the choices she makes later down the line, I at least want to give her the resources to have them at the first place. It's what any kid needs, right? And it's the least I can do for missing out on our first few months. Yeah. So would you believe me if I said I got her something a little more expensive and tasty so I could spoil her to make up for the lost time? Well, you would be half wrong, because I just couldn't find the brand you want anywhere. Out of stock in every store for the foreseeable future. And I don't know about you, but I love the kiddo enough to make sure she gets fed with whatever is available. And you know what the best part is? She's old enough to start eating proper food, so you don't have to resort to villainy to accommodate her expensive tastes, assuming you end up deciding to lock me out. Yeah, proper, as in made from scratch baby food instead of pre-made crap. You know, I babysat the kid of millionaires until they are willing to fork over my salary. The types who have their own private chefs who know how to work around picky eating. I think you should at least marginally trust that I know what I'm doing. Come and watch. I'll show you the best techniques for perfect consistency. Just make sure to cover the kiddo's ears. Gotta protect her from all the scary sounds, you know. Exactly. So, to better contextualize this, these fruits are our heroes, and in order to make sure they bend to our will and change to meet our preferences, we first have to turn up the heat and... Fine. If you want a better analogy, you're the fruit, and we have to butter you up so that it's easier to peel off your. Okay, okay. Just don't drop her if you're planning to throw hands against me. At least you're going to remember it now. See how smooth this is? Yeah. Just need to let it cool off enough for our little taste tester. There we go. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. Open wide. Here comes the plane with all the heroes on it. Ah. Ah, gosh, you're no fun. It's not violent when it's not real. Hey, as long as it gets her to eat, you do whatever needs to be done. Yeah, and she ate the whole thing, so clearly it works. That's good, right? Want some more? Yes, you do. Look at you. You ate grown-up food. I'm so proud of you. I'm just happy I didn't get to miss this. I've missed too many firsts as it is. I don't want to miss any more. I don't know if I can miss out on her first birthday, first words, walking, all that stuff. I guess my reputation saved me from that. The justice system was too scared to tell me no. Nah, I wasn't going to fight you for custody. My life is pretty dangerous with the sort of people I deal with, not just heroes. I do deal with a lot of kids, but I'd argue that they're still in danger. If their parents decide they're not worth paying up, what happens with those kids? I wouldn't hurt a kid, but finding out your parents wouldn't do everything to be with you again really messes you up. That sort of thing is not happening to my daughter. I'll keep coming through the windows and demanding others pay my salary for her sake. I don't mind putting myself in danger for her. Oh? Now when did you start caring about what happens to me? My work has been dangerous from the very start. It was never an issue to you before. Otherwise, this little lady wouldn't be here right now. I don't know. If anything, it's what got you coming back for more. So if something bad happens to me, are you going to miss me? or the support? Both, maybe? Do you need me that badly? I think you do. You've been looking a lot better since I started coming by. You don't have dark circles under your eyes anymore. So clearly someone's getting a good night's rest. You're not fooling anyone. Especially not me. It doesn't matter if you won't admit it anyway. Someone else clearly needs me. This little lady right here. Oh, I know. Of course I'll be coming by for you. I'm glad you think so. You should ask your mom to let me in more often. You heard the little lady. Can't argue with that. Of course that's what she said. I'm pretty fluid in baby talk. So I'm right. I'm also fluid in stubbornness and sarcasm, so you'll never have to worry about me not understanding you. Well, I understand that you're going to be a lot better off with some help in your life. I'm glad you're honest about that. Yeah, it's no trouble for me. You already paid me for today. But I won't complain if I get another one. One of those, too. Either works for me. I love you, too. I know that's what you mean by that, even if you don't say it out loud. Then, what does it mean? Thank you. Please keep coming by. Here's my payment for the next time I need you. I mean, I'm fine with taking advanced payments. And not only for that either. Maybe a bigger house for the three of us. 4 of us. 5. You know, I love my own personal organization, and I trust my own family with delicate matters over some strangers. The best ones have at least 10 or more, so... Okay, baby steps. You lost round 1 at least, so we're getting somewhere. The fight goes on until we're a happy family, obviously. Unless you had other plans. We'll save the violence for adult time. If that's what you prefer. Yeah. That's what made me love you in the first place. Just wish you would trust me with a key. That's too bad. You've got a window in your room, right? Guess I know what I'm using next time. For lots of midnight cuddles, obviously. I hope you weren't thinking I'd stress you out even more with another kid so soon. Look, I'm not that evil. I have some standards. And my standard is that Mama deserves some tender, loving care for all the hard work she does. Of course. So let me take care of you too.